Hello, my name is Jason Sentney and this is Working for Wyoming. In this episode of Working for Wyoming, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about credit reporting agencies and the reforms we need to benefit most Americans. Currently, as the system sits, if you pay your student loan off, you're penalized. If you pay off your mortgage, you're penalized. If you pay off a car loan, your credit score goes down. So what can we do to fix this? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be penalized for paying off a loan. That's just plain ridiculous, and we need to put legislation in place that kind of regulates these credit reporting agencies. Two, for all these companies like Verizon and Dish and any of those that you make monthly payments to, if you're making monthly payments and stay on a good standing with that company, it should reflect on your credit. Because after all, they run a credit report to see if they want you as a customer, so they should report to credit reporting agencies. And if you're making your monthly payments on time, your credit score should go up. Another thing we need to look at is these payday loan places. Currently, people out of desperation go to these payday loan places to help with their bills or whatever else they might need because maybe a family emergency arises. And then they have to repay that loan at 400-500% sometimes. We need to put some regulations in place so there's no more predatory lending and things of that nature. It hurts Americans and it hurts the working class. And if elected, would like to go to Washington to represent the working class people. This is the part of the video where you, the viewer, ask me, the candidate, about whatever concerns you concerning politics. Lisa from Evanston asks, if elected, what do you plan on doing about the Department of Education? Well, Lisa, I'm glad you asked that. The Department of Education currently is overreaching its authority and dictating to the states what curriculum should be. That's just wrong. It should be left up to the local school boards and it should be left up to the state, such as under the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. Now, my plan is to take a real look at the Department of Education and downsize it by 75%. They will no longer be looking at curriculums across the nation. They'll be in charge of one thing and one thing only. That's accreditation for universities and colleges. Education should be left up to the local school boards, the state, and the parents. And that's just what it needs to be successful. Because what's necessarily good for California isn't good for Wyoming, and what's necessarily good for New York isn't good for Wyoming. We know how to educate our children. We know what skills and what type of education they need to succeed in our area and hopefully in the rest of the world. I hope that answered your question, Lisa. Now, if you or anyone else has a question for me, go ahead and send those to me at sentneyforwyoming.org. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thank you for watching.
We are